Hello everybody, welcome back to the Portland City Gym. It's been a while, but I went on kind of a hiatus. Just needed to take a little bit of a break. I have a lot of other projects going on at the moment that aren't related to the channel, so just been kind of busy. But here I am. The new Single and Rapid Strike Master cards have been revealed. I'm really excited for this set. I think it's gonna help out the game a lot. So I'm gonna come here and review all the cards that have been revealed for the set. Alright, here we go. Cacturn, nothing special. Durant, for each of your Durant and play. Okay, so it's basically just like the old Durant, but like worse, kinda. Okay. But yeah, it's not bad. Pavilion, kinda not great. Sour Slide, Pokemon's attacks cost. Oh, that's pretty interesting at least. So, sadly, like every deck plays Force Switch. At least I'm pretty sure they still do. It's only been like a little over a month. Yeah, I'm sure they still do play Force Switch. So I mean, this effect isn't great, but for only one Grass Energy, it's pretty good. Flapple VMAX, Gmax Roll, 250 damage. Whenever you see a minus, you can automatically tell that it's not that great, and this isn't really an exception. The card isn't great, so 250 damage, and it does 10 less damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. So you take one attack, and then you're pretty much doing nothing. It's just no. It's just no. And like especially being a grass type right now with so much fire, and then you don't even have like an above average amount of HP. Just not great. It's a big pigment Embor. Uh, your single strike Pokemon, Pokemon's attacks do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Yeah, I already saw this. It's pretty good. It doesn't seem as good right now, but along with the single strike stance mustard, this actually gets pretty good. Alright, Salazzle. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Taunt and Bird 90 seconds to beat it. Ooh! Okay. This second attack here is definitely worth looking out for. Definitely, maybe not right now with ADPs still here, but like Sword and Shield onward, this is definitely something to keep in mind because there's a lot of different stuff to help apply status conditions. But yeah, like even if you only have like two status conditions, you're still hitting for 180, two-shotting everything in the format, and for just a Twin Energy on a one prizer stage 1, that's really good actually. Electabuzz, nothing there. Electivire, Lightning Slap during your next turn. Okay. Sorry, Lightning Slam. Wait a minute. Right here it says Lightning Slam, but here it says Lightning Slap. Okay. Alright. Okay, it makes perfect sense. That makes too much sense, honestly. Okay, and then for 3 colorless flip aheads. No, it does 90. Tapu Koko V. We've already had one, but okay. Why not? Electro Ball for 40. I mean, for 1 energy, that's not terrible. Spiral Thunder, 20 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. I like the idea. You know, the idea is nice, but I mean, like if you're playing like going against like a Zacian deck, you know, like what are they gonna have on the board at most? Like 6. So then you're hitting for 260. Congratulations, you're still not one-shotting ADP without like Vitality Band Zigzagoon. So nothing too great, honestly. I think if you want to use a Tapu Koko V, definitely use one from Sun Moon. Tapu Koko V Max, Max Shock, 180 damage. If you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, your opponent's active Pokemon's not paralyzed. Okay, This is a decent card actually. I can definitely see decks being made around this. It's probably just going to be added to the limitless amount of tools that Pikarom has at the moment. Again, Sword and Shield onward, I think is going to be like a really good format. So, yeah, keep this card in mind. It 2 shots everything in the game has a chance for that automatic paralysis when you're behind. Yeah. Oh, and you have Electrode, right, from Vivid Voltage, so you can knock the Electrode out, right, and then attach VMAX, and then automatically, bam, you're smacking for 180, and you're paralyzing. So I think that's very, very strong. That's definitely like a pretty a B tier card. I'm not gonna say that it's gonna become like a B tier deck, because I mean only time will tell. But as far as like just card design in general, that's like a B to A tier card. Yamper has an ability when you're training one Pokemon, one Great Ball card from your discard pile in your hand. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, if only Pokeball and Great Ball were good. I mean, okay, Boltund, nothing. They don't really print good Boltund cards. Active Pokemon, some of their bench Pokemon, Spoink. I don't know why I looked at the Spoink. Grumpig, they never print a good Grumpig card. Minor Aerodromes, shit from 2 base count, nope. Meowstic, once during your turn, before you attack, you may move 1 damage counter from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. It's not terrible, but it's only 1. It's a stage 1. It only moves 1 damage counter, takes up a bench space, and it can't really attack for anything. So, I don't think it's that good. Mimikyu V, ability Dummy Doll. You may use this ability once per turn, and you place a card from your hand onto your bench until the end of your opponent's next turn. You print all damage. That is interesting. That's definitely very, very interesting. So, what we need for this to work out well, we need a good scoop up card. However, this is a V, can't utilize scoop up net, so not really that amazing. And then Envying Eyes for 1 psychic, 3 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon for each prize card your opponent has taken. Hold on. Sorry, I had to take a sip of water. Envying Eyes, it's a decent attack. You know, for it being 160 HP. Mimikyu, you alright, dude? Okay. So, I mean, just it's a Pokemon that exists. That's all I can really say, honestly. But you know that Little Dark Fury is gonna make a video on it, because what hasn't he made a video on? Primeape, Frenzy Bomb, 50 damage for each printable damage counter. Ooh. Now, here's where I would say that this would be really good and expanded, but even then, the attack itself is really good, but the energy cost is annoying. Also, the requirement for needing to do the said 50 damage is also really annoying. However, it is a single strike card, which gives it a lot of different options for energy acceleration, damage output. Definitely keep your eye out for this one. Definitely keep an eye out, because think, right, a 1 prizer is out here, can be doing 250 base, but then you add in like the Emboar that we saw earlier, and then you're doing 280. Then you add a single strike energy, which does another 20 damage, which your single strike Pokemon do another 20, and you're hitting 300. Vitality Band, Zigzagoons, you know, there's a lot of stuff here to ramp up the damage output, especially for single strike cards. So definitely keep an eye out for this Primeape. Gliscor, or nope. Carkol. Yeah, it's a flippy card. Yeah, we have plenty of those. Stoneger, nothing. Urshifu VMAX. The card seems pretty good at a first glance. However, the more you think about it, the more you think, the card's pretty okay. Then you add in all the support, and then it goes from okay to bad to good again. So this is in a weird spot. I have made a deck on the Rapid Strike one. I haven't made one on the Single Strike yet, though. So, I don't know. I think the Rapid Strike is definitely the better version. at the moment, though. However, you never know what support might come out later. Golbat, once you return this card from your hand to roll, draw 2, and then Crobat draws 3. No, sorry. It's gonna, both this Pokemon and your opponent's active Pokemon are now poisoned. Okay, that's a card that exists. If your opponent's active Pokemon is affected by special conditions, sectors 120 more. I mean, 220 for a Dark 2 colorless is decent. On a 1-prizer, you know, it's decent, you know, I think. But when you're comparing this to like all the other Pokemon that can apply special conditions, and just like 1-prizers that can hit a decent amount, which we do have a good amount of in the set so far, like the Salazzle, we had the Primeape, but when you just like compare it to cards like that, there's really no reason to play this, because like all the things that make it somewhat decent are done by other things better. This Pokemon can't be asleep. Excited Dive. Opponent's active Pokemon has any special energy attached to its active state anymore. Honchkrow is meh. Houndoom in this set. The Houndoom in this set is actually really good. So, a single strike roar. Once in your turn, you may search your deck for a single strike energy card attached to one of your single strike Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck. If you attach an energy to a Pokemon in this way, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. So, there's a card also in this set. It's like one of those tool cards that give your Pokemon an attack, and it's basically just like this attack is like 10 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. So you put that on like Urshifu VMAX, right? With the Urshifu VMAX, like do like single strike roar on the Urshifu VMAX a few times, and then you know, use the standard Emboar, Zigzagoons, Vitality Bands, anything else right like that, right? You do that, and then take a hit, do this, and then you're hitting for a huge amount of damage. Tyranitar V. This card sucks. Discard the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. Okay, for a dark and 2 colorless and 60 damage, that's not a good attack. 2 dark, 2 colorless, 240. Discard the top 4 cards of your deck. Great, great. That's exactly what the world needed. God, the card sucks. Morpeko, Snackratch, oh, it's Junk Hunt, but worse. Okay, thanks. Mawile. Hey, it's a single strike, so something to keep in mind. Weakness, resistance, or any other effects. For single strike decks, this might be pretty decent to get through things like Decidueye, but honestly, it's just like not good. I'd rather use something that's like actually good, you know. Bronzong, Metal Translation, you may move mental energy from one of your Pokemon to another one of your Pokemon. Ooh, I love abilities like this, honestly, because it leads to box decks, and I think box decks are probably one of my favorite kinds of decks, because it means that it's not like centralizing around something, it's just centralizing around an idea, right? Things like this, that like you may move metal energy around as much as you want. I think that's really cool. So Bronzong's a really good card. Definitely watch out for that. Keep it in mind when you're building a metal deck. Alright. Stance change. Resume turn. This is what with the Aegislash in your hand. Okay. But like, hold on a second. 210? Discard 2 mental energies from this Pokemon. I mean, stance change is really not great, because any cards, basically, there's like, how many Aegislash? Oh wait, there are 2 Aegislashes in this set. Giganto Bash, Giganto Bash, 70 damage and plus extra damage. Okay, now I can actually see some merit in wanting to play this card, right? Because if you're going up against, say, a VMAX deck, right, you can use Giganto Bash for 70, right, and then you switch it with the Aegislash, with the damage, with more damaging Aegislash, and then you go to 10, right? And if you live the next turn, which you probably won't because you're going up against a freaking VMAX, then you can switch to the other one. Nope, the cards aren't good. Don't know why I even kept on talking about them. They aren't good. Stoutland, second bite. Take one more prize. Come on. Damage attack. Take one more prize card. If the defending basic Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack, take one more prize card. If the defending basic Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack, take one more prize card. Why? What was the point in this? What was the point? Call for family. Search there. Yeah, it's a call for family card. That's it. Escape rope. We stand escape rope here. I like escape rope. Both players switch their active Pokemon from their bench. Your opponent chooses their Pokemon first. Vitality Charge. Choose up to 2 single strike energy cards from your discard pile, reveal them, and shuffle them into your deck. It's special charge, but worse. Nice. If you're a single strike card, you like it. If you're not, you don't like it. Camping Gear. If you play this card, your turn ends. Search your deck for a card and put it into your hand. Yay! Yay, that's exactly what we needed. Single strike scroll, raging scroll. This is what I was talking about. Fury 10 damage, Tectus 10 damage, 10 more damage for each damage counter Pokemon. So, like I said, the Houndoom with the it's just like taking damage in general. Like Zacian smacks you, right? And then you use Houndoom, and then you use Emboar, and then just all this stuff. Can do a lot of damage. XP share. This card has never been good. If you don't know what it is, I mean, there you go. You can pause it. Bruno, shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 4 cards. If any of your Pokemon are knocked out during your opponent's last turn, draw 7. Cynthia's better. Phoebe, during this turn, damage from the attacks of your opponent's VMAX aren't affected by any effect. Hold on, during this turn. Okay, wait, okay, we're good. Affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. It is Ultra Forest, Cartonvoy, but for VMAXs instead of Ultra Beasts. Great. Amazing. Mustard, single strike stance. You can only play this card if it's the last card in your hand. Search your deck for a single strike Pokemon, put it onto your bench, draw 5. With the Emboar is really, really good. This is why I think Emboar is going to be a 1 or even 2 of in most single strike decks. Just because it's really good. Tower of Darkness. Once during your turn, each player may discard a single strike card from their hand and draw 2. And then single strike energy. This card can only be attached to a single strike Pokemon, and it can provide dark and fighting energy, but only one at a time. And it does in the attacks to 21. Alright, we're on to the Rapid Strike Master translations. Okay, Weeping Bell. When you place a Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you leave your opponent's active Pokemon burned and poisoned. Huh. Let's go back. Let's just go back a bit. You're automatically hitting 180. Congratulations. So it was burned and poisoned. Okay. That with Yellhorn, you're hitting 270. There you go. Good. There you go. You know, I'm definitely building this deck. This seems really fun. Victory Bell. Honestly, the Weeping Bell's better. But yeah, like Scoop Up Nets. This Yellhorns. Like, dude, this is deck. This is a deck. Okay. Cacturn V. Draw a card. Draw into it. It's like the Oranguru from Sun and Moon. Instruct. That's the ability was. Draw into the if this Pokemon's in the active spot, you draw cards. You have 4 in your hand. See, I'd say that this is better than Oranguru, and card design wise it is, but it's a V and not a basic, so it has the risk of, and it's at a fragile 180 HP, so and it's weak to fire, so it's at a high risk of you just lose an easy 2 prizes. and some decent raw support. So, I don't know. As long as your opponent doesn't gust it up, it's good. But since gusting does exist, and it is actually important to the entire game, this is not good. Cherim is on attach a grass energy card from your to one of your Pokemon, except Pokemon with the rule box. It's not good. Carnivine, no. Lurantis, no. Tapu Bulu, no. Blipbug, there's nothing else here. I'm assuming it's in the Psychic section. Alright, Victini V, 10 damage, is a V, it's a 60. And then Flare Shot, discard energy. No, I'm good. Spreading Flames, excuse me. Spreading Flames, it's just the same attack on the Sun and Moon. Sword and Shield. How do I still get that messed up? It's just the same Spreading Flames from the Victini V and Sword and Shield base. Still a good attack though. Victory Max 100 damage. Pokemon V attack does 220 more damage. 2 shots, everything in the game. It's a fire type, so it has fire type support. But not for long. Well, I mean, for the rest of the season at least, but I mean, come on. We're not having a season this season. Centiskorch over here. Since Pokemon has been played on every pawn flips the heads for Pokemon remains burned. Ooh! Harsh. Alright. Kingdra. Lord of the Ocean Depths. Nice. When your active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, you choose any number of water energy attached to that Pokemon and move into this Pokemon. So, I'm sure what most people are thinking here is set up a bunch of Kingdras, attach energy, and then keep going. No, what I'm thinking here is a lot better. Use Frostmoth, right? Hold on a second, let me just look something up real quick. Hold on. Frostmoth, Sword and Shield. Okay, I'm pretty sure this on your bench. Okay, no, it doesn't have to be basic. I don't know why I thought it did have to be. Just making sure. Yeah, okay, it doesn't have to be basic. So, what I was thinking was you would actually attach the water energy to Pokédolls, and then like you can just like cycle it like that until the Kingdra's up, and then you can get multiple Kingdras up, and you can cycle those. And since most decks are 3 prizers, you only really need to get like two, maybe 3 Kingdras out. And then, oh yeah, I already read the attack. 40 damage for each water energy test Pokemon. So, yeah. Galarian Mr. Mime. Oh, right, sorry. Mr. Rhyme, ball juggling, 10 damage. You may discard any number of item cards from your hand with ball in their name. So it's 4 damage for each card you discard this way. Once again, let's go back to the electric section. Once in your turn, when you play this card from your hand onto your bench, you may put 1 Pokeball and 1 Great Ball from your discard pile into your hand. The amount of like really solid 1-prizers in this set is astonishing, honestly. I mean, and I'm really happy to see it. So this is definitely a decent card. And it's only for a Twin Energy, so you can always just and it's an evolution, so you have triple acceleration energy on your side. So let's say, right, that you play 4 of every single ball. So that is 4 Quick Ball, 4 Great Ball, 4 Pokeball. Right? That's all the ball cards. Yeah, it is. So play all 4 of those. You discard every single Pokemon of every single Great Ball. Okay? And you do 330, I think? Yeah, you do 330, right? You do that. And then I mean, you use Yamper to get them back. And then you scoop up net to reuse the Yampers. And then you can repeat the process. Now, this may seem inconsistent, right? But not really, because if you can play up to 4 Yamper in your deck, and then 4 scoop up nets, so you can have up to 8 uses of Yamper. And since 330 is like a one-shot number for 3 prizers, then you only really need to do that twice. And if you're two-shotting things, you need to do that 4 times, just in case, right? So, don't sleep on this card either. A lot of stuff to not sleep on. Alright, Octillery. Rapid Strike Search. I like this card. It's really good. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a Rapid Strike card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle your deck. You can't use more than 1 Rapid Strike Search ability each turn. It's okay. I mean, it's not. It's good, but like, you can only use it once per turn, which just brings it down to like a decent ability. If you're a Rapid Strike deck, you like the card. If you're not, you don't. And then, I mean, it's Groudon. Did you really expect them to make a good Groudon card? Empoleon V. This is a good card. Emperor's Eye. As long as Pokemon is in the active spot, opponent's basic Pokemon play have no abilities except for Pokemon with a rule box. I mean, this ability just seems so half-assed, right? Like, if you're gonna make an ability that cancels out abilities, and you're gonna limit it to basic Pokemon, right? Just make it like generally Pokemon, but not Pokemon with Vs. Or even better, your opponent's basic Pokemon with a rule box, right? But Pokemon can't make a good card that cancels out abilities, right? Because then we'd have another Garbotoxin on our hands, and we can't be having that now, can we? God, I want Garbotoxin back so badly. Alright, Sinks does 10 damage, that's another water energy in your discard pile. Okay, great. So you have 34 water energy in your discard pile, and you knock out everything in the game. Easy peasy. Why is that card so bad? But also so funny at the same time. Alright, Lux Ray. Electric Slide. Attacks 4 damage from your opponent's Pokemon. And so Pokemon with 1 of your benched. Okay. Scarbeat. 100 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon has any damage counters on it, this attack does 100 more. So 200 plus any damage that they had already with the damage counters required. Okay. It 2-shots everything, but then again, like, what doesn't at this point? But it's a stage 2, so I'm going to have to write it off at the moment. Like, you just pale in comparison to the greatest rogue deck that will come out of this set, being Salazzle Weepinbell. Or Yamper Mr. Rhyme. Both of those are good. Claydol, Power Split. Attach psychic energy from your discard pile into your Pokemon anyway. Like, the total number of energy attached to your Pokemon is the same as the total number of energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon. But, like, why, though? It's the same thing with the Tapu Koko V that we talked about earlier. That card isn't really going to be that good because your opponent isn't going to have that much energy on their field, right? Like Claydol, with the way that the attack is, it's assuming that you're going to be playing that in like an energy flooding kind of deck, but you're not going to be able to flood that much energy because your opponent isn't flooding that much energy. You're restricted by another person, which is not what you want to have happening. Also, it's an attack, and it's a stage 1, so I'm going to have to write it off as not good. Necrozma V. That's some sick artwork. Prism Ray, 20 damage. This takes 20 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, so some nice little spread there. And then Special Laser, 100 damage. This Pokemon has any special energy attached to it. What is up with Necrozmas and wanting special energy attached to them? I don't get it. Alright, then we have Dottler. I don't know why I'm looking at Dottlers. Orbeetle. Evoke control for each energy attached to this Pokemon. Search your deck for stage 2 Pokemon, excluding Orbeetle, and put it onto your bench and shuffle your deck. Why did it have to exclude Orbeetle? I mean, I guess it's not too big of a deal, but there is like a somewhat decent Orbeetle in Sword and Shield base, that could probably gain from this, but you know, who cares, right? And then Psychic Colorless, 100 damage, no. Onyx, nothing. Marowak, 8 damage on this Pokemon, okay. And then Bone Meringue, the classic Bone Meringue, it's not good. Hammer Pressure, 90 damage if the defending Pokemon is an evolved Pokemon. It can't attack during your opponent's next turn. What? Why? Why did they even print a Conkeldurr? Alright, Mienfoo and then Mienshao is one of the worst cards that has either Rapid Strike or Single Strike attached to their name. It's just not that good. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Shuffle this Pokemon. All cards attached to it into your deck. For a fighting and a colorless, for only 90 on a stage 1, no. I'm sorry. It's not good. It's just not that good, realistically speaking. Sandaconda, Sand can't discard 6 cards from the top of your deck. 60 damage for each fighting energy to card. Discarded in this way. I mean, like, yeah, why not, right? We have Phalanx. Rapid Strike Pokemon can play. No, sorry. 100. If you're limiting yourself to 160, sorry, no. And then here it is, Urshifu V Max Rapid Strike. I already made a deck on this. I would have uploaded it if time allowed me to. So, anyway, like I said, this is the best one. Gale Thrust for a single fighting. If it moved from the bench to the active spot this turn, it does 150 instead of 30. That's good. I don't care what anybody says. That's good. And then 2 fighting and a colorless G-Max Rapid Flow. Discard all energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 120 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. Oh my god. I love this card. I love this card. It gives me Golisopod GX vibes. And so I like it. Steelix is not good. Bisharp, not good. Corvonite V, not good. Corvonite V Max. Prevent all effects of your opponent's abilities to this Pokemon. But what are you defending yourself from? That's the question. G-Max Hurricane, 240 damage. This Pokemon can't use G-Max Hurricane during your next turn. Yay! It's a not good VMAX. I mean, it's a Steel type. So if you pair this with, like, Bronzong, oh, and, it's for your treat. So if you get 2 Corviknight VMAXs out, and then you get, like, Metal Goggles, right? And then you get the Bronzong, and then you just get all this stuff, right? And then, G-Max Hurricane, that becomes less of an issue, because you can free retreat into a different Corviknight VMAX, and then transfer all the metal energy from one to the other. And then there's, like, the rest of the metal supports, like Metal Saucer, you have Zacian, so this is a decent VMAX. And the ability, I'm sure, is going to become more relevant as time goes on. Perugly, why did I think that'd be a good card? Sap Sipper, Bufalon, Sap Sipper, 60 additional damage to your opponent's grass Pokemon. Why? This card's not good. Collect, draw 2, hand Kinesis, 10 damage for each card in your hand. Okay. And here we go on the items. A Billwing Fan, return special energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon to the bottom of your deck. It's a good card. Energy Recycler. Shuffle 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. We know Energy Recycler. Good to have you back. All I can really say. Level Ball's back. I'm excited for this one. I'm excited for this one. Yeah, so this adds another 4 cards to Mr. Rhyme's ball juggling repertoire. And it can probably search out the Mr. Rhyme, if I'm not mistaken. Dang it, Mr. Rhyme is too fat to be searched out with Level Ball. But what did we plan on searching it with, or like using it with? Yamper. Yamper can be searched out with Level Ball, and that's pretty neat. So Level Ball, I'm excited for. I think this is going to be a really good card overall, especially with the set with so many like really good one prize stage ones. Kind of specific, but I mean it's true. Level Ball's going to be really good. Like in the Salazzle Weepin' Bell deck, dude. I'm excited for that one. Okay, Tool Jammer. As long as the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot, Pokemon tool cards attached to your opponent's active Pokemon, excluding Tool Jammer, have no effect. Okay. Rapid Strike Scroll. Rapid Strike Scroll. Rapid Strike Pokemon's card is attached to can use the attack on this card. You still need the necessary energy to use this attack. Fighting Colorless, Whirlpool, Dream. 30 damage each to your opponent's Pokemon. Kind of pricey, but I mean, we have Rapid Strike Energy. We have just like a lot of stuff. So, this is pretty good. Karina's Motivation, draw cards. It's Bianca. Mustard Rapid Strike Stance. You may play this card only if it's the only card in your hand. Put a Rapid Strike Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench, then draw 5 cards. Good stuff. Really good stuff. I think both of the Mustard Stance cards, I think both of them are pretty good. A lot of people say that the other Mustard, Single Strike Mustard is the better one. And honestly, I beg to differ, because most of the time when you're going to be using this, it's either going to be really early, which, yeah, the other Mustard would be good, or really late, which this one would be good. So, I think they're both equally as good, and they're both really good. But yeah, they're both fine. Cheryl, heal damage from each of your evolution Pokemon in the discard. All energy attached. Okay, sorry. Then discard all energy attached to the Pokemon you heal in this way. Again, Bronzong. Alright, Bronzong is Corvonite, and then the safety goggles, and then it all makes sense now. It all makes sense. And it all makes even more sense if you don't think about it. Tower of Waters. The retreat cost of each Rapid Strike Pokemon in play is 2 colorless less. Okay, cool. And then Rapid Strike Energy. Can only be attached to a Rapid Strike Pokemon. Provides water and fighting energy, but provides only 2 energy at a time. Nice. Absolutely love the Corviknight cards and the Flapple cards. I disagree with you. The Corviknight's pretty cool. Flapple's trash. A Ballistic Mr. Rhyme has some standard format ammo and a consistency booster. Also generally good for low HP decks like Mad Party. Yep. Super excited about this set. There's a possibility gameplay-wise that things may be changing for the better. Yep. I totally agree. Is that Level Ball? Yes, it is. Corvonite V maxes for your tree, ignores abilities, and 240 damage attack. Christ, that could be scary. Begone Zacian, ADP has a new main partner. Semi-sarcastic. I mean, like, okay. I'll get back to that. When you realize that the set info for Battle Styles says 60 Battle Style cards, that the Japanese sets give us 34. I thought I should point out there's Flapple V, but an Appleton V Max. Okay. Flapple and Appleton have basically identical Gigantamax forms. It's odd. Yes, it is rather odd. I only count 36 single/rapid strike cards, 18 each. When the official blurb for Battle Styles is 60, could it be some stuff from Matchless Fighters? Matchless Fighters? I didn't even know that was the next set. Or in our set? Yeah, probably. My favorite card is the Zangoose card. Okay, hold on. There's a Zangoose card? Or is he just messing with us? I feel like I just got trolled. Hold on. I have to check, though. DD, blue form, probably. Nope, I just got trolled. Bruh. Okay. And there's no Rapid Strikes there or a Kecleon in the set. Huh. When you say that there's no, like, Rapid Strikes there or a... I don't expect Kecleon to be the second Pokemon you recommend. I don't know why. Glad to see Frillish and Timberline return from their Gen 6 graves. I'm not thrilled that Frillish and Jellicent continue to be printed only as water cards, and this time, unlike every other cards featuring the line, they don't even bother putting the girl forms in the background. Yeah. Love the ball. Sword and Shield takes place in Galar, so there's been to see why worldwide Pokemon like Electivire in regional form, like Galarian Mr. Mime, but why are there Alola specific cards, Tapu Bulu, Necrozma? Why are some of them VMAX, when Gigantamax is a condition exclusive to the Jet Gala region? Dude, I couldn't tell you. Okay, I couldn't tell you. I don't know, man. Like Dragapult doesn't have an official Gigantamax either. Okay, it's interesting how you use Rowlet and Alolan Executor GX to get this Orbeetle. Wait a minute, you can? Wait a minute, you can, can't you? Yeah, because it evolves grass Pokemon and Blipbug's technically a grass type. Okay. Wait, they are both on the card. They're both the same. Stops Japanese name of VMAX is up, but then they would have a different name. Set list updated. Okay. It doesn't follow the video game logic. Yeah, dude. Typically, every Pokemon gets a card per series. The Aberline, Bonsly, Mantike. So the only Pokemon not printed during the Sun and Moon series of cards is an LP, a Zero, Ultra Beast, and a Lone card soon. That makes me sad. I really like the Ultra Beast lineup. Anyway, that's it for the video. I've read enough of those comments. Salazzle Weepinbell's probably like the best deck coming out of here. I don't see any meta-defining stuff. However, for the Sword and Shield Onward format, stuff's gonna start getting wild, and I can't wait. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Anyway, I'm from the Portland City Gym. Finally back, at least if this gets uploaded, because I've recorded a lot of things that didn't end up getting uploaded, and signing out.